Hello, everyone. I know I said 2 o'clock. I am late. I apologize. Today is my lovely, beautiful sister's 21st birthday, so I'm running around trying to help get those things done. I apologize for my lateness. Again, hello. Welcome. Oops, my bad, guys. How's everybody's day going? Hello. I know I said 2 o'clock. I apologize for my lateness. I want to say hello. I'm going to wait till a couple more people start trying to roll in. Hello. Welcome. Again, sorry for being late. Today's my sister's 21st birthday, so I've been running around trying to help get things taken care of. How's everybody doing? Okay. All right. So, just sending it out to get a couple more eyes on, and then I'm about to start talking my talk. Leave it at that for now. Boop. Okay, hello, kings and queens. How you guys doing today? Sorry for the lateness. I said 2 o'clock, but today, like I said before, is my sister's 21st birthday. So I've been running around like a crazy person trying to help get these surprises and stuff taken care of. So excuse the tardiness. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying to get my little stick sitting right. Okay. So today's topic is struggle. I'm going to highlight on what I can speak on, and then if you guys want to chime in, go ahead and chime in. But I'm not disputing or segregating to anybody. Hello, Leah. Hello, Mike. How you guys doing? So I'm not discriminating against anybody, but this is something that I keep hearing, and it low-key kind of frustrates me just a little bit, but I'm not biased when I have this talk, so I'm going to just say my little 2 cents. I'm always hearing from, well, not always, but majority of the time I'm hearing from Black men, their struggles. Women don't know how hard it is, especially to be a Black man in America, so on and so forth. And I just want to say, you're right. Being a Black woman in America, I do not know what it's like to be a Black man in America, nor will I pretend to know what it's like to be a Black man in America. But what I can say is, for those that say men have it harder for women in America or in this world, period, I'm sorry to inform you, but not so much really. That's bullshit. Okay? And I say those words harshly just like that, just so that you know full-fledged how I feel. I'm not a 50-50 on that stance. No, I'm not going to agree to it. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm going to just be real with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be true with you. This is safe haven. You feel what I'm saying? So it's one thing for Black men to be in America, yes, but it's another thing to be a Black woman or a woman of color in America. As to why. This is the little situation I like to point out all the time. Voting. Back in the day, people of color could not vote. That was a white man only battle, right? Then the movement took place for all to vote. But when they said all, they meant all men of color. You know, Black, white, they could vote. Yes, there were stipulations on how the voting took place, but they could vote. In there, as you can see that I said, men were able to vote. Women still had to go on our own march and fight for the right to vote. So that's one battle that we had to face, to be able to receive something that was supposedly given to everyone, but still had stipulations for us to receive. So that is one situation I will say. There are a lot of stereotypes in the world that benefit women. I will agree with you men on that one. There are a lot of stereotypes that agree with us. They benefit us a whole hell of a lot. And I'm not going to knock it. Those benefits, I enjoy a whole hell of a lot. Do I say it's fair? No. Do I say it's unfair? No. I would just say certain shit's just how it rolls. That's just how the cookie crumbles for those situations. But if you look at those situations, okay, you'll say when men take women out on dates, they always got to flip the bill. okay? But nowadays too, when women take men out on dates, we flip the bill. Some of them try to, do the little chess move to get past it. We've all seen the little movie, we know how it goes. But I'm just gonna say, that's one thing that still happens. It's chivalry. I can't knock it. I enjoy it. I love it. It's great. But women, we do got to take the turn to flip the coin. You feel what I'm saying? If we're going to expect to be women that work, women that do this, women that do that, we got our own pocketbooks. No, I'm not saying like spend a whole bankroll, you feel me, on a dude just to prove your point. No, but I'm saying on occasion, if you're with a guy and he's consistently taking you out, they're always taking you out, it is nice to hear and genuinely hear from somebody that wants to do this. That's why I say genuinely want to swap the coin and say, let me take you out. You take me out all the time. I know something that I think we will both enjoy, but it more so benefits you. So let me take you out. Men, I'm sorry, they will love to hear that, because that shows that the woman is not just interested in his pocketbook, but she also takes the time to pay attention to his time that he's invested into her. Whatever those reasons shall be, I do not know. But I'm just saying, it shows that he's already put forth the energy to do this for you. So you got to put some return into this. So that's another thing. But I just want to do this too, just to jump from this little situation right here of a present thing that happens to jump back into time. Black women had it really difficult in that slave era. And I say this because, yes, our men were out there and they was in the cotton fields. They was doing all the hunting. They was doing all these things that they weren't supposed to be doing to take care of their family, but to take care of their owner's family. And then their family was an afterthought. But you have to remember too, men, and this is why I say we are important too when it comes to our stance on certain views, and why we sometimes walk around with a chip on our shoulder, because you guys forget the hardships that we also have to face. We were breastfeeding these kids that were not ours. We were getting raped by these men that were not ours. And after all that takes place, you have to remember, Black men, are us coming home to you, knowing what the master has done to us. Do you guys really, and I want to say this really, 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 really clear. I'm knowing they didn't want to touch their women once they came home, knowing what the man just did to them. Because now I feel belittled even more as a man, because another man has had my woman. And not even just willingly have had my woman, forcefully had my woman. He took my woman. And now she comes home to me, and this is what I have to settle for. Basically, in a sense, this man gave me my own, his sloppy seconds, but that was mine first. So that's like another humiliating thing. Our essence was taken from us, which is something we chose to share with the man that we wanted to marry, bear children with. And that was taken from us to please men that looked at us like the bottom of their feet. And then we're breastfeeding kids, sharing our nutrients, sharing our spirits with kids that aren't even ours, who were taught growing up to hate and despise the ones that actually raised them. So we understand that as Black men, you guys have struggles, but you have to remember, as Black women and women of color, period, that we have struggles as well. We have burdens and we have demons that we're trying to face, not even just from that time, but it slowly paces into now. Because now, women, I love women, do not get me wrong, I do. But it's one thing to use your body to empower what we have, to show that we are not just a sex object, or we are not just, the physical, but respect is given where earned. Now, when I say that, I don't knock anybody's hustle, I don't knock anybody's choosing, I don't knock anybody's terminology, but I just say, when you refer to yourself as a bad bitch, and you wear clothes where I can see everything God blessed you with, and for some, Dr. Miami helped you with, you feel me? Even if you couldn't afford him, whatever doctor helped you, he hooked you up, you get what I'm saying? But you're allowing strangers to be able to look at you in the highlight that your partner should only be able to look at you. And if you guys are commenting and stuff on here, I'm sorry, it's not showing me any of that, so I'm really trying to see it. I'll even start a little comment thing, but I do want to know you guys' inputs. Like, I don't want to just be up here talking and then y'all's like, got your feelings and stuff. Tell me how you feel. Object to where you need to object to. Insert your input where you need to insert. I'll take them 2 cents. I ain't tripping. But it's just like, you don't have to show all of what God blessed you with for a man to see for a man or anybody to see the beauty in you. Now, if you choose to expose yourself like that because it makes you feel more confident, it puts you in a better stance on your life. Like I said, I judge nobody's actions, nobody's footsteps, nobody's hustle, because I'm not paying nobody's bills but my fucking own. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, y'all do what y'all got to do. But I'm only putting food for thought for y'all to possibly take a bite. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like everything is a thirst trap. These little thirst trap things like that. Call you, what you mean? These thirst traps, things like that. Everybody's quick to say, dude wants to holler at me, woo, 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 woo. All he wants to do is have sex. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie, because I've had some females hit my inbox too, just throwing it at me. And I'm not attracted to people throwing it at me. Like, you know, like, I don't want it if it's that easy. And for all y'all that listen to Pac, he said the same thing too. I don't want it if it's that easy. Don't throw the pussy at me. Don't throw the dick at me. Because at the end of the day, if you're throwing at me and I'm a stranger, I know you're throwing it at 10 other people. And I don't want what 10 of the people already experienced in less than 72 hours of knowing you. You get what I'm saying? It's not a knock towards you, but I respect my temple too much to share what I got with you because you've allowed everybody into your temple. It comes to a personal value for yourself, for you to address on your own. Because like I said, I'm not knocking nobody's nothing. That's how you do. So that's what it is. I just want you to think about it. And remember, if you're putting yourself out here like this, that leaves everybody to say whatever they want. And if words touch you the way that physical touches you, then those are certain things that you need to think about. Because everybody like an asshole is going to give their opinion because they're allowed to. Everybody's open to it. So that fits too in some of the conversation or struggles, because it's like, where as women are we able to be free in our self-expression without being judged or told because how we do what we do gives somebody the reason or the excuse to act how they act? It doesn't. It doesn't make it fair. It doesn't make it okay. But it is a thing. So we all do need to address it. We all need to talk about it. And we need to ask ourselves, is this how we really want things to go? And then for women that, I mean, I don't knock people having types. I don't knock it. But it's like, if you know you got a man that whatever his hustle is, and he's out and he's getting the money, and you know you're not going to work, and he's out getting the money, and he's doing this, he's doing that, he comes home, the last thing anybody's going to want to hear is bickering. The last thing anybody's going to want is tension. If I come home from working all day, trying to make the money, trying to get everything in the pot for us to get things going, and the first thing you're doing is nagging at me and yelling at me about me delaying a text message or missing a phone call, even though I called you and I sent you a text later on, probably not when you want it, and you know what I do, don't judge me, don't knock me. Because, ladies, we're all against cheating. Everybody says cheating happens for no reason. One thing leads to another. How the cookie crumbles. Sorry to tell you, but it's a struggle. It's a struggle to have the balance of being able to get your needs met, meeting your other person's needs without feeling judged and feeling some kind of simple way. So, I mean, it's a shaky situation. But don't ever say one person's struggle is more than yours, because if the shoes were reversed, could you handle what they go through on a day-to-day basis? And a lot of people only tell you what you want to hear, what they feel you need to hear, because some people are ashamed of the things that they have to do. Some people are just tired of talking about the things that they have to do. And genuinely, this is a big thing. Some people don't feel you care what it is they have to say or what they're going through. So don't ever feel your struggle is more than somebody else's because yours is hitting you now. Other people have their own burdens and demons that they face every single day and still got to get up and put a smile on their face. Still got to go through life acting as though things are not what they appear to be when they really are. So Black men, I'm sorry. Your struggle is not more than Black women's. Black women, your struggle is not more than Black men. We all have hardships that we have to face. We all have stereotypes that we're either trying to beat, fall in suit with, or create our own. So it's just like, as we all go through life, we have to remember, if our shoes aren't made for that person's feet, we don't have nothing to say. If it's not to uplift them, if it's not to give them kudo points, if it's not to give them side footnotes, if it's not to just positively critique them, just don't say nothing. Because everybody wears some kind of face, whether it's makeup or whatnot. Everybody wears a different face when they walk out the house. And that's just a protector thing. It's a shield. So Address everybody's struggles as they come. If somebody is talking about the same struggles all the time, maybe out loud they're just trying to process what's really taking place. You got to think about it. I hate hearing it, but I understand it. And if you're not able to fix the problem and somebody is still doing it, then you really can't say shit if you're not going to try to help them fix the problem. If you are trying to help them fix the problem and that's the only way you know is to just pray for a second, because not everybody can register information as such. So some people take negative insults and they build off of that. They go against the grain, they go hard. They try to prove people wrong. Some people hear that, they melt, they break down. They can't process it because negativity is just not for them. That makes them feel worse. That makes them feel cluttered. That makes them feel small, less than. And you shouldn't make people feel that way, especially if you say that that's your brother or your sister, or that's your king or that's your queen, or that's somebody that if you hold people to that standard, you can't say you care if when they want to talk to you about it, they're not willing to open and listen to it, open their hearts to digest it and to take it in. So I feel like I'm talking a lot, but it's alive, and I want y'all to say something, chime in, let me know. Hey, Brittany, shut up. This is how I feel. Something. Let me know. Hello, everyone. Mom, if you see me, I'm not waving at you. I see you, though. But I'm serious. I got into it with somebody before, and they was like, yeah, men got it harder than women. And I'm like, nah, you don't. Because right now, too, if I'm not mistaken, us being able to have abortions is up for question now. Somebody is being able to tell us that we don't have this choice in our life to bear a child or to not. And this is a 50-50 conversation. And I have talked about it before. But it stings with me, because men are not being forced to get they're not being forced to get those gone. They're not. If you want to have babies, you have a baby. If you don't, you don't. Wrap it up or not, it is what it is. There's nothing that comes home with you once you shoot it. You get what I'm saying? But for us, let's say we're raped, and this is a big thing too. Let's say we're raped by somebody, and they happen to plant their seed in us, and we find out about it. Everybody can say, yeah, have the baby and give birth to the baby and give it away. Everyone can say that. But being the person that went through that traumatic experience, you have to remember you're bearing the child to a person that took your innocence. They violated your sense of security. They violated your sense of safety. They violated your self-respect. They violated a whole bunch of things that's not in the Constitution, that's not in a law book, that's not in a folder, that's not on a document. They took a lot of things from you, then left you with a blessing, but you can't even look at as a blessing because it came from a disastrous situation, from possibly a person you don't know, or somebody you did know, or somebody you do know. And it's just it's not fair for a committee of people that don't know me, or a committee of men that don't know what that situation is like. I'm not saying men have not been raped, because I'll never say that. But men have not been raped where there's a child planted inside of them, told that they have to birth, carry for 9 months, and then deliver, and then told what to do with after. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not okay. So that's a struggle that us as women have to face, that men know nothing about. But for a board of men to be on the decision panel for this particular situation makes no sense to me, because you guys cannot relate. So how can you have input on something you can't relate to? Just say. That's a struggle. A struggle for men that women can't relate to. Men can be accused of rape all because a woman is mad at the aftermath of the situation. I do not agree with that. If a man has been accused of rape, find the thing. If a man has not been proved, if a man has sex with you and the whole situation went left, you just, it was not worth it, or he's not trying to talk to me after this, he played me, he took the box, whatever. Do not use that as the time to say that a man raped you. Do not call wolf. You can't call wolf on something like that, because once it goes into the books and he's booked and charged on something like that, he cannot shake that charge. Whether it's a lie or not, whether he's found innocent or not, The world now will forever see this man, this innocent man, as a rapist. And you would be the woman that played victim, but they're going to forget your name, and they'll always remember his name. And that's always what's going to be in their mouth, is that motherfucker just started going, he just rapes people. Like, he just is, ugh. You know what I'm saying? He can't get a job. If he gets in a relationship, who's to say his partner is going to have the strength to walk this world with him carrying that title, on a false title at that, on his back? That's a struggle that we cannot relate to. We can't. So it's just like, again, be courteous, be understanding. And if you can't relate and you can't understand, walk away, so that those people understand that you're not receptive to that. That's just not how you do. Just be honest, you know? Like, it might suck. And then I know, too, for me, too, it'd be hard sometimes to just say to people, like, look, we're oil and water on this situation. I don't know what to do for you when this happens. So I'm not the person to talk to when this happens. So if you're not comfortable with me just sitting on the phone, being quiet, saying, okay, got you, Dan, that sucks, then let's find somebody that you can talk to. Because me right here, I'm not it. But I'll be quick to let somebody know, look, I'm not in it today. My mind space is gone. Please do not share your struggle with me, because I will not register it and process it on a genuine spectrum. I just won't. I'm gonna be a whole a-hole and just head be gone somewhere. And you just sitting here like, did you hear something? I'm like, no. Some conversations you just can't have with people. If you know you're that kind of person, let them know, because some struggles are not meant to be shared for people that are not willing to register and open-heartedly accept it and help you through it. Sometimes helping through with somebody is just sitting there and listening to them complain. Sometimes helping through with somebody is giving them inputs when they throw situations out. Sometimes helping somebody is to just tell them the straight out fat truth. It's you. If that's how it goes, it's you. You know, or that situation is so dang on dumb, you just sitting here being crazy about it. You're overworking your mental and your spirit for something that's not pertaining to you, or not even that serious to even have to give two thoughts about. Like, I don't know. But that's just how I feel, you guys. I didn't get too much chime in today, so I don't know. I was told to call somebody, but I don't know what he was talking about. And, yeah. So, any input before I get off of here, leave it in the comments so I can address it. Say something so we can get it going. If not, you guys go ahead, share. Still leave little comments after I end it. You know, if you think I'm just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, talking mess on the camera, go ahead and share it and talk mess with your friends. Send it out. Let other people be able to wiggle in and chime in on what's taking place. But that's just my thoughts. Again, if you didn't heard anything from today, be considerate of everybody's struggle. Because behind closed doors, you never know what somebody's going through. And you never know what kind of support and healing that they need. So if you can be there, be there. Have a good and beautiful day, my kings and my queens. Bye.